Like, subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos from PHN Learn. For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.
Hello everyone, welcome to the HTML and CSS tutorial by PHN Technology Private Limited. In this tutorial, we are going to learn to create our own website using HTML and CSS. Now, whenever I talk about website, what comes to your mind? Some social media sites like Twitter, Facebook, then comes the Google, then Amazon, Flipkart, right? And don't you agree to me that our lives are revolving around these websites very much? So don't you think that even you should have a little bit of space in this digital era? So here we are. So you are with us. If you're watching this tutorial, that means you're stepping your very first step into this digital era. You are here to create your own website. Now, whenever I say creating a website, it sounds a big task, which actually is not. HTML and CSS are used to create a website. These are considered to be the core languages and they are very easy. But let me make it clear that they are not programming languages. That's right, they are markup languages. Now in programming languages, what we do is we give a particular algorithm or set of instructions to the system to act like that. But in HTML and CSS, there is no such as algorithm or a set of instructions. It is a very simple language which follows a particular track given by the creator. So here we are talking about HTML and CSS and we don't know what actually their role is in the creation of a website. So let's just talk about the role they play. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language and it was created in 1990 by Tim Berners-Lee. And the very first website was created in 1991. That is where people started recognizing internet a lot and that is where internet was used the most. Okay, then let's talk about what HTML does. Okay, HTML creates the basic structure of the website. What do I mean by basic structure? A basic structure looks something like this. Now, isn't this very plain and very much boring? And that's why CSS, that is the cascading style sheets, were introduced in 1994 by Hakon Vuumli. And as soon as we add CSS into this HTML page, you can see it has been made very much attractive and glamorified. So that's what CSS does. CSS gives styling to a particular web page. So when you use HTML and CSS, you will see a clear dependency of CSS on HTML. The reason here is, you know, Tim Berners-Lee and Hakon Vuumli worked in the very same company. And while Hakon Vuumli was creating CSS in 1994, he took assistance of Tim Berners-Lee. And that's why there's this major dependency. Now, if you see the previous websites, okay, like 10 years ago, you will find them quite boring and simple. And right now, what we see are so much cooler. Now, the reason here is whatever we are seeing now, Wikipedia, be it Google, or any kind of website, these all websites are very much dynamic. Now, what do I mean by dynamic? Dynamic websites have a little bit of characteristic of interactiveness. That is, whenever you have a contact page on your website, in which what you are doing is you are storing the visitors' data and responding to them, right? Now, whatever storage of data and the reply on their mail or the phone number is given or the OTP, whatever you receive, is it done by the creator? Do you think the creator of the website? Do you think that he is sitting there and waiting for you to enter your details and then he will send you the required information? No, this is all done by the website. So the interactiveness, the automatic, the independentness is all given us by dynamic. Whereas in a static website, which is the opposite of dynamic, what it does is the content whatever we see is the same unless and until the creator changes. Whereas in dynamic, what do we see is little bit of changes, automatic changes, like the weather websites. Okay, Do you think that the creator sits there every second and changes the data? No, it is done automatically by the websites. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to take baby steps to create our website and make it dynamic slowly. Now, HTML, CSS and JavaScript are used to create a static website, whereas the languages like PHP, SQL, that is for database, and languages like Java are used to create a dynamic website. So slowly we'll get there. Okay. Now we are going to create a website for ourselves, right? So let's just talk more about that. Now what we are going to create? We are going to create a personal portfolio. Now you'll say, aren't portfolio meant for artists? No. Here's where you go wrong. A portfolio or a personal portfolio can be made by anyone, be it a doctor, engineer, anyone, okay. So, if you are an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer, this would be very useful, okay. Now, in a portfolio, what role it is going to play? Whenever you go into a company which you want to be hired by or sitting in front of a recruiter, what do? You give your resume. Now, if you do this tutorial, towards the end of this tutorial, you will have a URL which will open your website when you enter it in a browser. So, also we are going to make a website online. I have made it clear. So, rather than giving your resume, what you are doing here is you are giving your URL. And that's where you have an impression. You are creating a digital space for yourself. So, in this tutorial, we are also clearing your basic concepts of HTML and CSS and creating a website. But there is no restriction as in that you have to just create a portfolio. You will be able to create any kind of website towards the end of this tutorial. Also, whenever we talk about website, there is a word that comes up, website template. Now you will say, why aren't we using a website template to create our website? Why use HTML and CSS? The reason here is, first let me clear what is a website template. A website template is basically a structure or a skeleton provided by someone else to us, so that we just have to put the content in there and there it is. Our website is ready in just a few minutes. Then why aren't we using that? The first reason is they are not at all secure. Since this is created by a third party, we cannot rely on that as much and they are very easily hackable. The second thing is, imagine a 1000-line code and you want to change a particular characteristics of a particular word. You have to go through that 1000-line code on your own. Isn't that frustrating? And the third very much reason is they are quite expensive. Now you can create that very same design by just giving a little bit of time in a very cheaper way. So that's why people don't use templates, and that's why we are not using template and preferring HTML and CSS. So this was all about the introduction to HTML and CSS. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video where we start with the coding, or should I say with the development of our website. Thank you.
For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.